For decades, the global narrative has cast Africa as the undisputed heartland of Christianity. The legendary theologian John Beatty once famously declared that Africans are notoriously religious. But today, beneath the surface of packed sanctuaries, a quiet revolution is taking place. A silent exodus of young, educated, and hyper-connected Africans is transforming the religious landscape of the continent. Younger Africans are quietly slipping out of the back doors of churches, questioning the very institutions that raised them. To understand why, we must look beyond easy assumptions and examine the deep systemic rifts. The first major driver of this shift is a profound intellectual vacuum within the church. In urban hubs from Lagos to Nairobi, young adults are facing complex modern realities. Yet, when they bring questions about science, evolution, mental health, or economic struggle to their church leaders, they are often met with superficial cliches. Or worse, they are publicly shamed or ridiculed just for having honest doubts. A landmark study published in 2020 by MDPI Religions among lapsed Christian young adults in Nairobi highlighted that this severe lack of robust faith formation is a primary antecedent to secularization. When the church replaces deep theological dialogue with empty performance, it loses its thinkers. Secondly, the rise of the commercialized prosperity gospel has created profound disillusionment. Across sub-Saharan Africa, flamboyantly wealthy preachers flaunt private jets and designer suits while lecturing impoverished congregations on the necessity of giving. This commercialization of faith has turned churches into financial enterprises. Young Africans see this blatant hypocrisy and experience what research terms church hurt, a feeling exploited rather than pastoralized. The gap between the lifestyle of the pulpit and the economic hardship of the pews has become too wide to bridge. Furthermore, there is a powerful and growing post-colonial reclamation occurring among the young. A new generation of Gen Z and millennial Africans are deeply digging into their history. They are increasingly questioning the historical marriage between European colonial expansion and Christian missionary work. For many, Christianity is seen as a foreign construct used to systematically suppress indigenous African spirituality. By leaving the church, a growing number of young people are not actually losing their spirituality. Finally, the church has become an environment of rigid legalism. Instead of offering a safe haven of grace and healing, many traditional congregations enforce strict moral codes that feel hypocritical, judgmental, and out of touch with contemporary social issues. When young people fail to meet these outward performance metrics, they are publicly shamed or excluded. This silent exodus is not just a trend, it is a wake-up call. Pew Research Center's global study on religious decline warns that many highly religious African nations are entering the early stage of secular transition. If the African church is to survive, it must stop lecturing and start listening. It must trade its judgment for authenticity, its financial greed for true service, and its superficial dogmas for deep, honest conversations. The very future of Christian faith in Africa will depend entirely on this willingness to change. Instead, they are reclaiming pre-colonial African traditional practices or moving towards secular humanism as an authentic identity. In these areas, youth church attendance is now dropping significantly compared to older generations. Thanks for watching. If this video got you thinking, hit that subscribe button for more unfiltered Christian content. I want to hear from you. Why do you think young Africans are leaving the church? Let me know in the comments, and tell me what topic we should cover next. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.